Hey, this is Tanner of Queen Jane. I'm here to tell you a bit about our new single, Dirty Money. Dirty Money has this energy that we didn't know would be baked into this track. It started with an old idea that I had, and I had the whole thing written really except for lyrics, but when we started this, new band of misfits with our own minds and playing styles at work, we didn't want this just to be another re-recording of my own song. We all liked the tune, and we wanted it to be a reinterpretation that would have each of our personalities involved. Zuby had this killer cut time idea that gave such a great energy to the song, and Colton brought in this tritone idea and these rhythm ideas that I had never thought of, and it all just really meshed well together by the end of it. I'm still learning the do's and don'ts of production, but we really just felt this was a great sound that harkened back to both the days of real garage rock and live stadium rock alike. This song title and topic really came about after I met up with a friend of mine who had just gotten out of rehab. He'd struggled in the past with using numerous drug cocktails on the regular, getting addicted to plenty of things that really screwed up his life. After talking for a while before he left, he said something along the lines of, you might not understand why I've lived the life that I have, but I think you understand me well enough to write about this type of thing if you wanted to. So the verses of this song are kind of a poetic way of talking about what he went through at the time, but through our own style. If you've ever been close to anybody who's struggled with addiction, sometimes you're kind of able to pick up on some of the smaller things they're doing that they usually don't do. Not all the time, a lot of people are really good at hiding a lot of it. Zoning out in a weird way, leaving at times that seem fairly sudden, or in this case, a more obvious sign, how pale he'd become in a really short amount of time. So the chorus of the song became a sort of perspective shift to the friends and family who were noticing what was going on. When you care about someone, you truly want to see them get away from that lifestyle and better themselves. So the "why are you so pale? I'm trying to help." It's a powerful message in the call and response sort of twist in this song. I know you can't really understand the mind of a user being clean and drug-free, but I've always kind of tried to write based on empathy when I hear stories. Like, if I'm going to write about it, I want to be able to relate to it, and I find something to relate to in that. Stories evict emotion, and emotions make us relatable and human. I think that's what we all try to achieve within art. I tend to write based on creative ideas, but I still really feel that connection with that style of writing just as much as my own personal experiences, because in some way, shape, or form, I want to show people that there are people who understand. So there you have it. That is the mindset behind this song. It's a feel-good tune with a rather meaningful message, and I think this would be a really great time to tell people that if you're struggling with any sort of addiction, or you know people who are, stories like this can give you hope. So don't give up on that fight, because if you can turn the tides, you can too.